The year is 1935. A shadow falls across the ancient land of Ethiopia. Italy, under the rule of Benito Mussolini, has set its sights on the Horn of Africa. Mussolini dreams of a new Roman Empire, a vision fueled by colonial ambitions. Ethiopia, with its rich history and independence, stands as a tempting prize. It is one of the few remaining African nations not under European control. Mussolini sees the conquest of Ethiopia as a way to assert Italian power and bolster his own image. The Italian dictator believes his modern army can easily overcome Ethiopian forces. He underestimates the resolve of the Ethiopian people, and their emperor, Haile Selassie I Selassie, known as the Lion of Judah, is a shrewd leader determined to defend his nation's sovereignty. He knows the stakes are high, not just for Ethiopia, but for the very idea of an independent Africa. The world watches with a mixture of apprehension and hope. The League of Nations, formed after the devastation of World War I, represents a fragile hope for international cooperation and peace. Could this organization, founded on diplomacy and collective security, prevent another devastating conflict? Or would the world stand by as a powerful nation devoured a weaker one? The answer, as we shall see, would have profound consequences for the future. Tensions between Italy and Ethiopia had been simmering for years, but in 1935 a seemingly minor border clash ignited the flames of war. At Walwal, a remote outpost in the Ogaden region, Italian and Ethiopian troops clashed. The exact circumstances remain disputed, but one thing is clear. Mussolini seized upon the incident as a pretext for aggression. He accused Ethiopia of provocation and demanded apologies and reparations. His demands were unreasonable, designed not to find a peaceful resolution but to manufacture a cause for war. Mussolini used the Walwal incident to whip up nationalist fervour at home, portraying Italy as a victim of Ethiopian aggression. The Ethiopian government, aware of Italy's true intentions, refused to be bullied. They appealed to the League of Nations, placing their faith in international diplomacy and collective security. Haile Selassie hoped that the League, with its commitment to resolving disputes peacefully, would restrain Mussolini's ambitions. However, the world would soon learn that the League's bark was far worse than its bite. In the halls of the League of Nations in Geneva, Ethiopia's plea for help echoed with urgency. Emperor Haile Selassie, a dignified figure in his flowing robes, addressed the assembly. He spoke of his nation's long history of independence, its ancient culture, and its commitment to peace. He condemned Italy's aggression and pleaded for the League to uphold its founding principles. The League, however, was divided and hesitant. Many European powers, while officially committed to collective security, were reluctant to confront Mussolini. They feared that taking a strong stance against Italy would disrupt the fragile peace in Europe. Some even sympathized with Italy's colonial ambitions, viewing Ethiopia as a backward nation ripe for civilizing. Despite Ethiopia's pleas, the League failed to take decisive action. It imposed limited sanctions on Italy, but these were easily circumvented. The League's inaction emboldened Mussolini, who saw it as a sign of weakness and indecision. He pressed ahead with his plans for conquest, confident that the world would not stand in his way. The stage was set for a tragedy that would expose the limitations of international diplomacy and have far-reaching consequences for the world order.